Going through a tough time? A lot of people are. Well, I just want to let you know there is a solution. This is one of the many. And I've been a reseller for 30 years now. The Lord blessed me to take and be able to learn many years ago. And I just want to share this with someone, whoever, if you're in need. And years ago, I was doing a training out Midwest, out in Ohio. And the young lady had a lot of stuff she was trying to get rid of. And I went and I did some tag sales with her, or we went off to the one of the marketplaces and stuff, and we bought all her stuff and we set up. I just want to know that you can take what you have if you're not utilizing it, and you can sell what you have. Now, a lot of people will be, well, that's not for me, but it's for someone who's in need. If you have a need and the gas prices are extremely high, go around your house. Start to gather the things that you have and just look at what you can sell, what you can might have stored up and stuff. A lot of times people want to just take their stuff off to the Goodwill. But if the Goodwill's gonna sell it, guess what? You be the Goodwill and you sell it. You get it together, you clean it up, you iron it up, you fix it up, and then you resell it. So that's one of the solutions. Start reselling what you already own. You don't have to go to the Goodwill and buy. Some people go, and that's another source. But right now, look around if you have children's clothes. Like I said, I've been doing it for 30 years. And I took something out to, there's a store for the parents, grandparents, looking to take and resell or buy things for the kids. Don't buy new. You can find new stuff right at some of the there's a place called Once Upon a Child. You could go in there where people sell things. And if you're selling, then you could bring those things up. But they have to be clean and laundered. They have to be resellable. So that's another source to be able to take and go ahead and sell those stuff to get that gas money, the food money, the rent money, whatever money it is that you need. Don't be afraid. Don't let fear stop you, because fears tell you, no, I can't do that. No, yeah, you can. When you have a need, it's better to get those bills paid up front than to end up, in a situation that a lot of these landlords are going through, and they're jacking the rents up so high that people are becoming homeless. So that's just another source that you can do. Resell what you have. Sometimes people have tools they're not using anymore. Gather those tools together, clean them up. Like I said, when I first started, I had my children, and my children were they were young, and the ministry I was under, the Lord had her to take us out to one of the gift stores and thrift stores, and we were each given an assignment. And mine was to do kids' clothes. Now I'm not a big clothes person, but I can fix some tools up. So I start gathering and I start buying up all kind of kids things, strollers, um, bassinets. I would clean them up, and we would go outside the ministry house and we would have tag sales. It was another source of income. So what I'm sharing with you is it's a valuable and it's a big market. And there's people who don't want to go to these big stores and buy things. They would rather buy them for someone else, but you just have to make sure it's clean. Don't use any chemical on the kids' things because they're children. You try to get some soapy water, some nice hot soapy water, you launder it. I'm a person, I will strip a carriage down, I will strip a bassinet down, and I resell it. So those are some of the things you can do to take and earn the money that you need, whether it's for gas money. If it's $5 and you have no dollars, it's $5. You're not always going to get what you pay for it and stuff, but if you get something, if you have even able to get a loaf of bread. I used to do other kind of work, and I worked under the table for many years, and I had to do what I had to do. I was a single parent with 3 kids. So don't be afraid to take what you have, get it together. There's Facebook Marketplace, which you can do local meetups and stuff. Just beware of your safety. Go with somebody and stuff, and you can make the money that you need to pay those bills. You can take the things that you have right around your house. A lot of times people are taking things to the Goodwill. They're taking them to the thrift stores. Say, hey, if you don't mind, I would like to take and go through the stuff so I can see. And if you're willing to sell it, you could even split the money. So there's different ways that you can go about making the money you have to make ends meet. Don't be ashamed. Don't let that spirit of shame come and say, "Oh no, I'm afraid." Mm-mm. It's about making ends meet. It's about taking the resources that you have to take care of yourself and your families, especially single parents, and you're trying to work 2 jobs, you get exhausted. That's a great business to start right where you are. Take what you have, start that little business, reselling business, do it right in your living room, your kitchen, get a friend, get your niece, your nephew, somebody who can take and work it with you and stuff. So I wanted to come on and share with you. The economy is sore. It's going to get even much more sore. So this is one of the things that the Lord blessed me with, like I said, almost 30 years ago to start as a reseller. I've been doing it 30 years. So I know what I'm talking about when it comes to reselling. You can make a good amount of money selling right, start right where you are. Just look around and see what you're not using. And ask somebody, you could ask your neighbors, your friends, hey, I got this thing. And be willing to barter. Barter and trade was way back from the beginning of the Bible, way back from the beginning of time. Don't be afraid to barter. Sometimes people need a lawn cut. My son was had his own little lawn service, I think like 7 years old. And people would come from around the neighborhood and ask him to cut his lawn, and he would make the money to buy his equipment for his sports. He did sports year round. He got his cleats, his gloves, whatever he needed. You can take and spread that money to pay those bills to make ends meet. So this is Miss Fern, and what I do, like I said, I'm a reseller, and I'm gonna be doing a free class. Just keep watching until I post it. So share this with a grandmother, a mother, a aunt, a cousin, somebody you know who's going through hard times. Being a single parent, trying to get the kids from one place to another, you get exhausted. You get exhausted. So share this with somebody who's really trying to hold things together. And you parents, don't be ashamed of it. It's not about that. It's about making ends meet. You got to have your car. You got to have that gas. That's your money maker, the woman of God told me years ago. She said, Fern, that's your money maker. You got to make sure that car goes so that you could get to where you need to be. So be encouraged, pray, seek God's face. Well, Miss Fern, I don't know all about a whole bunch of praying. I don't care. Were you sitting in the car? You sitting in the bathroom? You sitting wherever? You say, Lord, I need a solution. He's the source. He's the source. You got to go to God for yourself. And he said, God, I don't know what I'm going to do. This is up, that's up. But he knows that already. He's waiting on us. Like I talked to a young lady yesterday. She was trying to sell some soap and stuff, and I've seen her before and ministered to her before, and she needed some money. And I was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "But you know what? She was out there trying to make her way, selling detergent and stuff. I'm not saying go out into the street. What I'm saying is gather the things that you have around your house, get them together. Ask your neighbors, ask your friends, not bombard them. But just, "Hey, I got these things I'm trying to sell and stuff. What do you think? Are you interested?" Your coworker at work, "Hey, I got these things. Are you willing? Do you want to take and look at them at least or something like that?" So I just want to encourage you that times are sore. You got to find a source of income. And starting a little business like that, you'll always be able to make whatever it is. God always provides for me. So I want to know He'll provide for you and your kids too. You don't have to go without. You don't have to take and give up everything. Like the man told me out at the flea market, he said, tell the person, slim down. She can always get it back later, but slim down, get it together, and then go out doing what you have to do. But this is Miss Fern from FML Diversified. I just want to encourage you. I'm going to be coming on trying every day now to at least give you some information of what you can do to make ends meet with what you have and then build from there. Doesn't cost a lot to start a business, but you can do it. Just start right where you are. All right. Have a great day, and I will be chatting with you later on. And like I said, be encouraged. Talk with you later. Bye bye.